Welcome to the Creation of Joy. My name is Nir Peretz. I am at the Hanging Gardens of Bali. We are certainly living in interesting times. Today, the subject is the Tower of Babylon. The story of the Tower of Babylon is quite simple. Basically, a very successful and rich society wanted to get closer to God, so they built a skyscraper in order to get close to God, and it was so high and so impressive, and everybody from all over the world came to see this wonder of the world. However, according to the story, God didn't like the fact that men wanted to get close to it, and therefore it made everybody speak different language, and the building foundation wasn't strong enough, it wasn't built properly, and it collapsed on its habitants. And basically, we are living in a very similar period. So we have a very affluent civilization. We know so much relatively to any point before. The whole society became one big hive. We are all connected now, and we can transmit ideas and thoughts between each other instantly. And there has never been a time like that. And what is happening now is that our society is being disassembled. What we build now, our Tower of Babylon, is this very thriving economy. All over the world, you see beautiful cities, beautiful monuments, um, beautiful instruments and machines, and we are so proud of what we can create. However, we see again it's being disassembled in front of us. The economy is collapsing. And what is the potential, or perhaps the reason for that? We are now playing with ideas of creation. For example, the genome. We learned how to map the genome, and we are creating new species. We are creating genetically engineered plants. We are creating new living species. We experimenting with factories of meat instead of animal farming. We are playing with AI. All these are heavenly creation regarded as. And we are certainly playing with very strong forces. And I think that many people will agree that as a society, we are certainly not mature enough, not only to fully understand the powers that we are playing with, but also with a lot of decisions that we need to make. And the society as a whole, certainly the governing system that we have, is simply not mature to make the right decisions with all these incredibly powerful technologies. And that certainly can be one of the reasons that nature is protecting itself. So, as a society, we need to take a breather, which we all do now, and think very deeply, what are we doing with all these forces? We, first of all, need to understand that we will not be able to stop it, because it's human nature to all the time strive to improve itself. So, for example, if you are sick, you will want to try and cure yourself. If you are disabled in some way, you will want to try and improve yourself. We see this through sport and prosthetics and bionics. And even minimal things. For example, you can prove to yourself that you will never stop in improving yourself simply by the fact that you're taking vitamins. So that's also a way to improve yourself, whether it's actual or perception. It's irrelevant. You still take it because you believe that you will improve yourself, you feel better. So we will never be able to stop ourselves as a society in continuing and striving for improvement and progress. But we can take time and a stopgap and to think how to manage it. And this is very, very important. Again, we will have to go back to this philosophical source, our mind, why we want to do it, where we want to go, what we want to achieve, and how to manage it in a way that we mitigate many of the risks. Thank you again for joining me, and see you at the next episode.